Welcome back everyone. Today I will approach a more scientific topic as I will talk about the consequences if the Earth would suddenly stop from rotating. The chances of such a scenario happening are almost zero, but if you follow the entire video till the end, you will find out what would happen if this event might actually take place. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get notified for my latest videos. It is hard to imagine the Earth as a projectile launched into space that revolves around its axis at a speed of 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator, but that's exactly the way it is. At the same time, the Earth, with everything in its gravitational radius, revolves around the Sun, describing in one year a circle, an ellipse, with a radius of 150 million kilometers. But that's not all. These are not the only movements described by our planet, and not the most important. The Earth, ruled by the Sun, participates in the movement of the entire solar system around the galaxy. It is estimated that the speed of this trip is about 220 kilometers per second. Therefore, man on Earth, when not moving, is subjected to the three movements mentioned above, which when calculated vectorially can reach 250 kilometers per second. To this calculation should also be added the motion of our galaxy within the local group. The local group is a group of galaxies that includes the Milky Way. It contains about 30 galaxies, including dwarf galaxies, the center of gravity of the group being somewhere between the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy. The galaxies of the local group are spread over a diameter of 100 million light years. And finally, the movement of mutual recession of the local group to each other. However, due to the principle of inertia, we do not realize that we are constantly moving, even if we seem to be standing still. But what if the Earth suddenly stopped rotating? A question that many were not able to answer to. But through my in-depth research, I will explain you the consequences of the Earth stopping suddenly from rotating. Stopping the Earth's rotation would have a devastating impact on life as we know it. The atmosphere at first would continue to spin, but most of the population would die in a terrible way. Everything would begin to move with unprecedented violence. Everything would have been thrown to east at over 1,600 kilometers per hour, including the body of each of us. Those who manage to survive in one way or another would face violent winds and hurricanes, which would destroy everything in their path. The gusts of wind would be almost like the shockwave of an atomic bomb, and storms of unprecedented intensity would begin to form in the world. Only the friction caused by the Earth would be enough to cause mass fires and record erosions. In the meantime, the Earth's magnetic field would cease to exist, and lethal amounts of ionizing radiation would reach the Earth. The area covered by the Earth's magnetic field is called the magnetosphere. It absorbs particles charged with energy from the Sun and fixes them into magnetic belts, made out of protons and electrons with high energy. The belts orbit the Earth above the equator. The magnetosphere is compressed on the side of the Sun due to the force of particles coming from it, and is more extensive on the opposite side of the Sun. Our planet would become an almost perfect sphere, since due to its current rotational speed, it is bulging around the equator. An almost flat sphere would lead to the redistribution of the oceans, with huge floods over vast areas of the planet. The world would also face a year and a half of total darkness. In short, a real catastrophe. But we do not have to worry, according to NASA scientists. These apocalyptic events have a zero probability of occurring in the next few billion years. Well, this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel to see my latest videos. Thank you very much. See you next time.